Hey tribe, welcome back to LaVand Media. Tonight's class is about the secrets behind ancient structures and their significance to haplogroups' migration out of Africa. Let's dive into the fascinating history of the oldest civilizations on record. Many new discoveries have been made, but until they are officially put on record, we'll start with the very oldest currently and work our way down to the fifth oldest currently on record. Here we go. Göbekli Tepe, dating back to around 9600 BCE, is located in present-day Turkey. It is considered the world's oldest known temple complex, predating Stonehenge by about 6,000 years. The specific haplogroup for Göbekli Tepe's builders isn't well documented due to the lack of human remains directly associated with the site. But due to the haplogroup development in the area, haplogroups' migration, and regional retention, craniometric analyses have suggested an affinity between the Natufians and populations of North or Sub-Saharan Africa. This result finds some support from Y chromosome analysis, which shows that the Natufians and successor Levantine Neolithic populations carried haplogroup E of African origin. Çatalhöyük, dating back to around 7500 BCE, is also located in present-day Turkey. It is one of the earliest urban settlements, known for its advanced social organization and art. Mehrgarh, dating back to around 7000 BCE, is located in present-day Pakistan. It's one of the earliest sites with evidence of farming and herding in South Asia. Haplogroups such as L and R2 are associated with the region's ancient populations. Interestingly, analysis shows that the Natufians and successor Levantine Neolithic populations carried haplogroup E of African origin. Mesopotamia, around 5300 BCE, is located in present-day Iraq. Known as the cradle of civilization, it includes the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. However, let's be clear, the Persians invaded Egypt in 525 BCE, led by King Cambyses II, and defeated the Egyptians at the Battle of Pelusium. The outcome? The Persians conquered Egypt, ending the Said dynasty and native control of Egypt. As a result, Egypt became a satrapy of the Achaemenid Empire, known as the 27th dynasty. Egypt remained under Persian rule until 404 BCE, when Amyrtaeus rebelled and was crowned pharaoh. Other events include Persia regaining control of Egypt briefly in 343 BCE, but in 332 BCE, Egypt was handed over to Alexander the Great. The Persians were able to win the war by taking advantage of their knowledge of Egyptian culture, including the sacredness of cats and their association with the goddess Bastet. The Persians' expansionist policy led them to conquer Egypt because the Nile Valley was the main source of economic and political power in Africa. Ancient Egypt, around 3150 BCE, is located in the Nile River Valley, Egypt. It's famous for its pyramids, pharaohs, and contributions to writing, architecture, and governance. Haplogroups E1b1b and R1b are commonly found in ancient Egyptian remains. E1b1b has two basal branches, EM35 and EM281. EM35 is primarily found in North Africa and the Horn of Africa, but also occurs in the Middle East, Europe, and Southern Africa. The subclade EM78 of E1b1b is more common in Egypt and is thought to have originated in Northeast Africa. E1b1b and E1b1 are split from each other in the Horn of Africa around 47,500 years ago. The initial mutations for R1b occurred in the Eurasian steppe, and the haplogroup spread out in different ways. A 14,000-year-old Western hunter-gatherer has been found with R1b, indicating that it was already present in Europe before the Indo-Europeans, a melaninated specimen. To wrap things up, the oldest civilization we've discussed is Göbekli Tepe, dating back to around 9600 BCE. While specific haplogroups for some of these ancient civilizations are not always clear, common haplogroups include L, E1b1b, and R1b. Would you like to explore more details about any of these civilizations or their haplogroups? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smack that like button. Remember, knowing is only half the battle when ignorance is considered bliss. LaVand Media.